Do you know you have one of the top 10 highest attending Canadian matches of all time for your match with Hogan in Montreal? 21,800 at the Forum. It was one of the top all-time Canadian attendance records for wrestling. Do you even remember that match, or were you wrestling Hogan so much that day? It's just another night.
No, those are the days. It was a piece of cake wrestling Hogan. You know, those are nights off. The wrestling business has changed. He changed the whole thing. And you go back and listen to some of his interviews now, and you see his mindset of how he was, you know, protecting himself and how he was taking care of his business. And everybody had a different mindset. You know, the old timers, you know, which I came pretty much. I was an old school mindset and didn't have the, like he and Piper were, you know, pushing themselves.
Yeah.
And you know, have that thing going, you know. And it was guys who were separated. And it was, and you look at it now as well, wow, these guys are really they're on a mission. And, you know, it was a good idea, and wrestling changed. It became commercialized, yeah.
How many times do you think you wrestled Hogan?
God, I don't know.
You had basically a feud that, if it was today, it would have been on one of the pay-per-views, but because there was only 3 pay-per-views a year at that time.
I wrestled I think 3 times in every
town.
Every major city. Probably missed a couple, but
Were you friends with Hogan?
we were friendly. I wasn't one of his boys. Well, Jimmy was pretty electric, though. You know.
Oh God. Yeah.
You know, Jimmy was like a natural. He could work, and regardless of what, you know.
Rocky Johnson actually told me that he could have been Hulk Hogan if it wasn't for that incident in Dark Side of the Ring. He said that in some towns
he was over like Hogan.
Yeah.
He was like over like nobody's business, but he didn't have the gray matter to carry it through like Hulk. Hulk had a whole different attitude, making money and everything else. Where Snuka was, you know, pretty much into Snuka.
Yeah.
And he loved being a star, loved being a wrestler. Hogan was, you know, investing money and, you know, and growing exponentially. And Hogan had a different. Hogan and Vince, that marriage there was the one that, you know, that was when wrestling kind of changed.